Hi, it's Rachel from rachel-bailey.com. I'm a specialist in positive parenting and perfection-free parenting. And I teach parents how to redefine perfect parenting so that you can get from, I'm not sure if I'm doing this parenting thing right, to I've got this. So I'm going to talk about making decisions when it comes to parenting because we all know that our decisions affect our children, which puts even more pressure on us to do it the right way. So if your 4-year-old insists on wearing her Elsa costume to school for the entire month of April, should you let her, or is that a battle worth fighting? And if your 10-year-old says he wants to be friends with someone that you don't trust, should you refuse to let him? Many of us either under or overthink these types of decisions. We either make an immediate, quick decision based on how we're feeling in that moment, or we overthink the consequences of our decisions and we become paralyzed. And then we wonder if we've made the right choice, especially when we compare ourselves to others who are doing something different. So I want to make a suggestion about how to make decisions with more confidence. And my suggestion is to think about what your parenting values are and use those values to help guide your decisions. It sounds simple, but most of us don't do it, and it's extremely powerful. So when considering your values, think about what qualities you'd like to teach your child. Do you want them to be independent or persistent, courageous or reliable? Whatever values are important to you are the ones you want to keep in mind when you're making decisions. You can use them as a North Star that can guide you no matter where you are. So for me, my number one value is respect. I want my children to treat everybody with respect, so I regularly teach them what it looks like by the way I treat them and my husband. And I can be respectful most of the time, but have I mentioned that I'm a pretty reactive person? So when I'm not respectful, I talk to them about that too, and I use that as an opportunity to focus more on the value that I'm trying to teach them. So let's get back to that 4-year-old who wants to wear her costume to school every day. Some parents might value appropriateness, since that's what's often necessary to succeed in the real world. So in that case, they would decide to help their child choose something else to wear. But other parents might value independence, letting their children make age-appropriate decisions as long as it doesn't harm their child in any way. And in that case, that parent would let their child wear the Elsa costume to school. Now, neither parent's decision is better or worse, but each parent is parenting from their own values, which helps them feel more confident when they have to make decisions both in the moment and in the long run. So here are 3 steps for choosing your battles. The first is to write down your values. And I think this step is really important because it's a good idea to be able to visualize them in the moment when you need them, just like you'd be able to look up and find your North Star when you needed it to center you. Then, once you've written down these values, choose 2 or 3 that you really want to teach your child and turn those values into rules or expectations. And I say to choose 2 or 3 because more than that can get overwhelming both for you to enforce and for your children to understand. So as an example, the value that I have, as I mentioned, is respect. So the rule in my house is we treat each other with respect. So we teach our children what that looks like and we enforce it regularly. You could even spend time as a family referring back to those values when one of you has to make a decision. And the third step is to know that you can make changes to these values and these expectations. You don't have to know your exact values now, and some of them might even change. The point is to have a strong sense of where your decisions are coming from so you don't feel helpless, out of control, and nervous because you are responding to your child haphazardly. If you have any questions about choosing your battles or anything else that would make you feel more confident in your ability to raise great kids, feel free to email me at rachel@bailey.com. And if you're not part of it already, join our free Facebook group at Redefining Perfect Parenting, where real imperfect parents support each other on their journey to raise great kids. And all you have to do is search for Redefining Perfect Parenting in Facebook. So I hope to see you there, but either way, I'll see you next time.